Hello YouTube and welcome back to Old Flads. This is Heroes of the Storm, and although there have been somewhat mixed responses to these videos, I am persisting nonetheless because I enjoy the game so much. Thank you for watching the Aftermath video. That game is actually very good, so we'll see how it goes with regards to development. Now, I'm not actually taking Thrall to level 10 in this particular video because, well, I'm only actually just got to level 9, but since I used Thrall and bought him instead of actually getting... Where are they going? Where are they going? Don't team fight in the middle. Okay, we're team fighting in the middle. Since I used Thrall and bought him to, instead of actually getting the Arthas master skin... We get someone, we killed someone, oh my goodness, oh Uther's in trouble, Uther's in trouble. We'll take Uther. Okay, that's enough chasing, we can just lane now. I decided that I would bring you some videos of Thrall. Videos? Yeah, probably will be videos. I'm really enjoying playing Thrall. There's been a lot of people saying that he's no longer the character he was because of, well... It took a bit of a nerf. I mean, it wasn't like it was a massive nerf because, I mean, realistically speaking, he was already massively overpowered. Like, battle momentum was such a huge thing for him that it didn't... The fact that he took a sort of adjustment, I don't consider it a nerf. It was very much a needed change. So, in this instance, saying nerf wasn't the right thing to say. These guys are like pushing our top lane really hard, and I'm not sure why, because it's actually their golems coming bottom lane. But we don't need to go too deep into this. With 30 seconds until the mines, we don't want to be dying, that's for sure. Although it doesn't make a great deal of difference at this stage, it's still not an ideal scenario. Now, I don't think I've shown you Haunted Mines. This is actually a really, really cool map. Very different mechanics to what you'd expect to see in normal MOBAs. There is a second tier, if you like, and all the sort of objective work is done in the mine, and you have to go and collect the skulls off of the little minions that are down there, and they'll actually then empower your golem. So both teams are gonna get a golem. There's no two ways about that. It just depends how many skulls you get. Out of 100, depends on how strong it is. Now the first one's fairly weak. I mean, Zeratol's going down. Oh really? Oh, I was gonna say we don't need that. We need skulls. And he's an off tank. I don't really know why I attacked him, but it looks like there's going to be another kill down here. Nazebo's in a world of trouble. Stunned. Oh, I didn't have my combo available. Oh, Diablo's there anyway. Okay, so we can now pick up some skulls. So the build that I'm going for with Thrall is the Frost Wolf Resilience one. Basically, it builds up my sustain, whilst also it has a heavy buffing effect on... Where's... right, that's us still. Okay, we need to just protect Rodney here. It also has a heavy buff towards Wind Fury as well. So all in all, very good build. I'm very happy with it. It's got a lot of damage in it later on. If we can get a couple of levels ahead... Oh shit, I'm definitely going down here. Even my sustain's not going to work on this. Oh, it might do. We may survive. We may survive. In fact, we're not only surviving, we are wrecking their team's arse. Okay, this is good. See if we can take out Nazebo as well before I die. Yep, we took him out. Okay, and now we can take on the boss. You've got to be very careful with this golem. It contains 30 skulls, but it hits fucking hard, so I don't want to get hit by it too often. In fact, I don't want to get hit by it at all. And with my lack of mana and the fact that the enemy team are now 5 up, we need to be really quick with this. I've got another Frostwolf Resilience. Okay, so I need to escape from here. Hopefully we're not going to get ganked. But basically, with Frostwolf Resilience, every time I do an attack, like an ability, it will give me a little red marker on this. Every time I do 5 attacks, I actually get a health increase. What is that currently doing it for? It's currently healing me for 240. Did they say push with ours? Okay, I can do that. I can push with us. So the more attacks I do with my abilities, the actual more sustain I give myself, which is why the Wind Fury cooldown is so important, because eventually I can talent that so that it gets double amount of Frostwolf resilience. So every time I press E, I'll get 2 blips, and that's hugely important. Oh, really? Someone's got to have range on that. Where is our golem? Oh, here he comes. This is our golem. He's got a lot of tank at the moment. The early ones are fairly light, but once they get going, you really need to start pushing them hard, because they can just keep wrecking stuff. They've got so much power. Oh, Uther's been caught out of position. Oh, and Flad's been caught out of position. Rodney's in trouble here. Oh, we've managed to got one. Just have to make sure I don't die. It's not a good time to be dying. We don't need to push this too hard, and we should probably go and defend against their golem. Their golem's considerably weaker, but you don't want to let it go too far, it just causes problems. So we've already gone through their top gate, and that golem is still going pretty strong. I am actually going to take the Wind Fury cooldown here, because whilst I can build Frostwolf resilience, the more times I can press my Wind Fury, which is my E, the more Frostwolf resilience I can get, the more sustain I get, and it all sort of just ramps up. So Wind Fury increases my attack speed for 3, it increases my movement speed and gives me 3, I think it's 3 empowered attacks, like basic attacks. So it's really good. Or is it 3? Yeah, 3 basic attacks. Now, I can actually level that up so that my Wind Fury hits 3 times on the end. So I'm actually going to do 5. Oh, Zeratol's been caught out of position. Oh, he's been healed by Uther, and I need to escape because I am in a bit of trouble here. So I can actually hit 5 times with that particular build. It makes it incredibly powerful. Oh, Zeratol with that blink again, just got himself out of trouble. But overall, you'll see the build develop as we move on. We're 2 levels ahead now. We're about to get our ultimates. If we just lane, then we can actually get our ultimates. We can go fight. And this is where Thrall starts to really get really powerful. When you're a couple of levels ahead, and then you get the ultimate, and you can get into team fights, as long as your tank's good, you're going to be in such a strong position, because you can just keep wiping people out. And every time you kill someone with an ability, you're pretty much guaranteed after sort of level, is it 15? Let's just have a quick look. 13, double Frostwolf resilience there, and then 16 it gets 3 times. So you're doing a lot of damage at that point. Plus, you're also getting a lot of resilience at the same time. So if you kill someone, the chances are within 1 or 2 attacks following that, ability attacks, you're going to actually be no, I'm going to go into the mines. The enemy will try to push, and they'll not get very far because we're still fairly early on in the game. We've got our ultimates now. I'm going to take Sundering. Just push them back. Just push them back. It's all good. They've got 1 down already. I'm going to go and just get as many skulls as possible, because we can put a real push in now with this next golem that comes in. And as long as we don't go wild in the team fights, we should be pretty set from now on in. We don't want to let them get back in the game, so we need to stick together. That's important. Is he going to... Yep, that's what we wanted. Oh, they were so lucky they escaped there, because I was just about to use the ultimate on them. The ultimate does damage, it does a massive amount of stun, and it slows. It's a really powerful ultimate, as ultimates go. Uther's come too far. Fausted's come too far. He's been stunned, he's been rooted, he's going to go down. Uther didn't fancy it. I guess they're going to come back in from the top now. And if they come in, I'm going to be actually able to do an ultimate here, and we should probably be taking down at least 2 of them. I'm not going to be able to catch him. He's also got an escape, so... Okay, and I took him out with the feral wolf again, feral spirit, sorry. And now we can attack these. These guys, the enemy team's on cooldown. We can just start piling into him. We could end up with a 98 strength golem here. This golem will push a long way into the enemy territory, and in fact we've got it. So now it's just a case of coming out. We're going to go top, so it looks like they're bottom. And this golem with 98 sort of points, if you like. I don't really know what the scale up is, but he's going to be really strong together. So let's just take out these minion waves, so we can let our minions come through and actually help the golem. The golem will ignore everything except enemy structures. It's like a pre-designed thing that it will just do damage to the structures, and then if it gets killed, then obviously it respawns from pretty much where it died. But if you don't kill it, it will go all the way through to the actual enemy base. It'll just keep going. It's got an amazing amount of tank once it's actually at this sort of stage, and with the fact that we can push this as well, as long as I stay behind it, I won't be targeted by any of these turrets either, which just means that I can just do as much damage as I like. In the relative safety, we're going to take double Frostwolf resilience. In the relative safety that I'm not actually going to end up in too much trouble. Now, I am not being targeted at the moment, that's good. I can actually send some lightning out to him. We're going to take this gate down as well, and this is going to open up some vision for us. Our golem is still going pretty strong. If we can get some damage, any minor damage coming in here. And there was my ultimate just to take out Flads, and it also gave Nazeebo a little bit of a shock. He's moved out the way, and we're continuing to push hard down this top lane. We're now going to move in for a gank by the looks of things. Yeah, we can do that. Thrall is going to have to... Is he going to get caught? He's got caught as well. That's 3 down for the enemy, 2 down for the enemy team. Nazeebo is going to be here as well, but he's going to probably survive this. I just need to move out the way of that tank. I don't want to be hit by that turret. And now I can come in. I'll probably do a fair bit of damage on Flads here. Yeah, Flads is down. Or just managed to escape that zombie wall that Nazeebo put up. And is our golem gone? No, the golem's not gone, but we should probably tank this tower, and then we're going to clear path down. This means that basically the golem next time round is going to spawn from right outside the enemy core. So the enemy core is going to be in a world of trouble straight from the off. So as long as we can get around 50, this game is going to be over fairly shortly, to be honest. Another fairly quick round. The enemy have put their own push in on the bottom lane. We're going to come back down here. Looks like there's going to be a gank on. Just got to make sure that we don't get hit. Oh, where's Uther gone? Oh, Diablo's picked him up. Where's Uther? Where's Uther? Where's Uther? I might use an ultimate here because he's going to be on a fair cooldown. I've got sufficient running in me. Oh, he's been slowed as well. Oh, he just escaped. Oh crap, what was I doing there? I went way too fast. Stay out of the way of the full stat ultimate. And that's probably enough for me. Now the mines are going to spawn back in a minute. I don't want to be dying and on a 60-second cooldown. Well, it's not 60 at the moment. I think it's about 40 seconds at the moment. But the team's going really well. We're pushing really strong. This bottom lane is now... You don't need to focus it, but since we've made such a strong push at the top, we can just focus bottom lane, and the enemy has got no real choice but to defend it because of how strong we are going to be once the mines open back up. It may be, though, that we decide not to. I'd prefer the not to route. Let's just stay out the way of this. Oh, fuck. Fucking come and help me! Oh my goodness, what is the mini-map broken? That is absolutely not what I wanted at all. So we're gonna have to trade here, because if we don't trade, it's actually going to be a horrific death for me. What couldn't have been a worse time. So Flads goes down. So there is the trade. I am going to be up before Flads, even though we are 3 levels ahead. It's going to be close though. There's not going to be a lot in it. Enemy's now got 2 down, so that means we've actually managed to go ahead. We now need to get into the mines, pick up some skulls, and these skulls will then empower our golem. We could pretty much, as long as we get a good mine, stay on our golem and just push for the win. With our 3 level advantage, we can actually just go in there with ultimates blazing and just pick everyone up. They went bottom. So just trying to make my team aware of that. I don't actually want to go bottom. I'm going to try and go top, stay near my team. Nazebo's gone down for them. They're 3 up at the moment. That's not a good situation for them. They haven't actually bothered going into the mines with 2. So I'm guessing they're all alone in there. Or have they not bothered? No, it looks like they haven't bothered going into the mines. So they've only got 1 skull at the moment. We're going to pick up the rest. I'm guessing this boss is already down by the time I get here. Oh no, not quite. As long as we don't do anything stupid like use an ultimate by accident, we're actually going to pick up this boss. We're going to got a 99 power golem. This is now going to be the point at which we go on for the push. If we can pick up Thrall, they're also going to only have 4 up for when the defense comes in. We've got about 10 seconds left until we actually get our golem itself. Their whole enemy team is here. They tried to push. That's going to be an interesting way of doing things. Oh, we've been void prisoned. Zeratol is the one. Oh, don't overcommit. If I can just get that in. Okay, Zeratol is down. That means we're going to be able to put a push in. They've got no major damage in their team. And yes, it was slightly overkill. However, I did want to make sure he didn't blink out of it or do anything stupid. Zeratol is so dangerous. Even 2 levels down, he can just do enough just to be a pain in the arse. Wanted to make sure he was dead. It did take an ultimate, but I'll accept that this time. We're now pushing into the enemy core. It's been a very strong match. To see the importance of the mines again and the importance of playing the objective is very prominent. If I can take him out. Oh no, it was Nobby that took him out. Flads is playing a dangerous game there against Nobby because he can get crabbed. Oh, he managed to avoid the CC. However, this is the end of the game. Very strong from everyone again. How did I get on? 22-1. I went Hero of the Storm as well. Not quite max XP, but very close. That was actually a pretty decent round for Thrall. And I hope you enjoyed this, and we're just going to watch and see that I'm not quite at level 10 yet, but hope you enjoyed this quick game. It is nice to make these games a little bit shorter than they can be, because they can go on for half an hour at a time, but hopefully you enjoyed that. Please let me know how you feel about Heroes of the Storm, whether you enjoy the combat, because it is exciting. It's certainly an exciting game to play. But anyway, this has been Heroes of the Storm. I've been all Flads. That is Thrall. Cheers and goodbye.